What's happening? This is Joshua Boetsi and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Now, Jermall Charlo, he could go on and be the man at middleweight. Maybe super middleweight one day, who knows? He's got all the gifts, he's got all the tools, he's got the look, he can speak well, he's got all the skills in the world. He could do it. And hopefully he does. Hopefully one day when he retires, we can look back on his legacy and say, now this is a guy who really stamped his authority on the game. He took on the best and he beat the best. He may have taken a couple of losses along the way, but that's okay because he tried. But that's all potential right now, and that's exactly what Jermall Charlo is. He's potential. He is the WBC middleweight world champion. Why? Because he was gifted that belt. He didn't earn the belt, and as much as a fan of Jermall Charlo that I am, and this is the point where a lot of the PBC and Jermall Charlo fans are going to forget everything that I've just said right now and concentrate on what it is I'm going to say next, which is his body of work is trash. So far, it's trash. And the reason that I'm doing this video is because all I'm hearing is how Canelo is ducking Jermall Charlo. Much like when Triple G was ducking Jermall Charlo. Daniel Jacobs was ducking Jermall Charlo. Everybody seems to be ducking Jermall Charlo. Yeah, I don't see anybody ducking Jermall Charlo. I just don't see it. Listen, it's a fact that Jermall Charlo is not a huge ticket seller. He's not very well commercially received, shall we say. His viewing figures are not exactly high. Sure, we get that. But for him to get those kind of numbers, he needs to start stepping up. His last fight with Brandon Adams, okay, so he injured his left hand. I don't know whether he broke it or fractured it or just bruised it or what happened to it. But, you know, that's his jabbing hand, not a power. That's not his power hand. So why he couldn't get rid of a Brandon Adams, I don't quite know. But the fact is, he shouldn't have been in the ring with Brandon Adams. This is his first defense of his newly crowned WBC middleweight world title. Why? Because he got a gift from the WBC. Why did he get that gift? Because Al Heyman told Mauricio Sulaiman to give him the belt because he didn't want Charlo going over to DAZN and getting beaten. Because let's be honest, you put Jermall Charlo in the ring with Canelo based on his last couple of performances, as in against Brandon Adams and against Korobov, when it's arguable that Korobov beat him, there's a very good chance he ain't coming out of a fight with Canelo with the W. There's a very, very good chance. Listen, I would like to be wrong. I ain't going to deny it. I would like to see Jermall Charlo go on and achieve something very, very good. But fact is, when you just look at it, he's avoiding all the top fighters. He tried to fight William Monroe Jr. He's been trying to fight all the people that you just don't want him to see. And I'm pretty sure his next fight is also going to be against a guy that nobody wants to see. He's going to go fight Austin Trout again. I mean, what's he going to do? He isn't going to fight anybody of any kind of great note. So I would love it if he was to take on a Chris Eubank Jr. or Daniel Jacobs. Listen, okay, he's been calling out Daniel Jacobs for quite some time. When Daniel Jacobs confronted him about it, he started stuttering. His bumhole was starting to do 5 pence, 10 pence. It was twitching. He got all scared about it. And then started changing his tune about how he's not necessarily trying to fight Daniel Jacobs just yet, but hopefully before he retires, he'll fight him. I mean, what kind of talk is that? And now he's a WBC middleweight world champion, where we have to say right now he is, in one form or another, a paper champion until he proves it. Listen, I have no issue with him getting the belt from Canelo, because Canelo's got other things to do, whatever it may be, this franchise garbage that's going on. But he needs to prove it, that he's a champion. He needs to take on the best in the division. But unfortunately, it's a case of he isn't going to try. And his fans, the PBC fans, for the most part, who always like to talk about how others are ducking, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Why is it that everybody ducks PBC fighters, but yet they can't say a PBC fighter ducks others? It's unbelievable, isn't it? But he needs to be scrutinized now. Okay? No more getting away with fighting the Brandon Adams of the world. No more of this, or the Matt Korobovs. No more getting away with it. You want to be WBC champion? Cool, no problem. Go fight Demetrius Andrade. Go fight Triple G. Go fight Chris Eubank Jr., Daniel Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders. Fight somebody who's got a pulse. Fight somebody who people look at this fight and go, ooh, he could lose this one. These are the kind of fights that we want to see Charlo in. Now you're champion, now we expect. As I said, he could go on and achieve something great. But for anybody to say that he is ducking Canelo, come on now. As I said, based on the last two performances, Canelo would eat him alive right now. Listen, anything can happen on fight night, of course. But fact is, Al Heyman didn't want him going over to the zone to risk it. He didn't want that happening. You know it, I know it, we all know it. So no more lions in the camp and all this talk. Time for the action. You want to be champion? Cool, congratulations. Now prove it. Go out there and define your legacy. You've had too many fights now. You should have already be well on the way. But it does seem to me that with a lot of the PBC fighters, they rack up like 30, 35, 40 wins before they actually start taking on anybody with any kind of pulse. We don't want to see that anymore. If you are champion, then we expect you to go and try and unify with Demetrius Andrade. Try and fight Canelo, Triple G, whoever, Daniel Jacobs, whoever it may be. Because right now, there is nobody on the PBC roster who you would want to see him fight. There just isn't. I don't want to see any more of it and no more giving this man a pass. No more pass, Charlo. No more passes. You're a champion, so act like a champion. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Charlo being ducked by Canelo? Never in a million years. Never. Just isn't going to happen. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it all. Anyway, as I said, so hopefully he will go on and actually fight somebody with a pulse next, and we'll move on from there. But right now, listen, I believe that he could go on to achieve. He could, maybe, who knows, maybe he can beat Canelo, maybe. Maybe he can beat Triple G. Maybe, we don't know. And anybody who says Charlo is the best, facts, is an idiot. Because it's not a fact, it's an opinion, and we ain't going to find out while he's at the PBC. That's the unfortunate truth of it. Anyway, as I said, my thoughts, you drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next one.